What's up, everybody? If you've received the Medicare Advantage notice of change for your Medicare, you need to take a look at this. This year is absolutely crazy what's going on. We got literally like 2 million people losing their Medicare Advantage plans. And if you're not paying attention to this and reading through it, you might be left with only Medicare Part A, Medicare Part B, no supplement plan, no drug plan, which literally can cost you thousands of dollars if you're not paying attention. Because a lot of people just get this and they say, oh, I'll keep the same one and not worry about it. Not this year, really any year. You want to double check these because this is one that was sent to my mom, and literally, even though it's not being canceled, this particular one, literally 33% increases in various things. I'm like reading through here. It's like maximum amount of pockets going up 46% actually, where you're planned from 4,600 from 2025 up to 6,750. Your inpatient hospital stays, literally your inpatient hospital stays, according to this plan, going from $310 a day up to $400 a day, days 1 through 5. That's a 25% increase, guys. You got to pay attention to this. Your Part D drug deductible going from 0 up to $275. That's a massive increase from a percentage standpoint. So you got to take a look through this whole document, see what's changing. And if you need help, call us. We've got some people that we know that go through this. They don't get paid on commission. They're independent brokers for Medicare plans, and we can show you how to do it. All right, so let's take a look here what's going on. If you do have a Medicare Advantage plan that is being canceled, you have some options here. So first of all, the insurance companies may be doing what's called crosswalking, where they're holding your hand, essentially going across the crosswalk and putting you into another one of their plans that may or may not be appropriate for you. It could be more costly or whatever it may be, which most likely it will be, may not have the same benefits. So you need to read this to see what these new changes are in the plan and see if that makes sense. B, you could actually choose a different Medicare Advantage plan. So that gives you the right to do that. Or C, since this is a situation where they're terminating your Medicare Advantage plan, you have a guaranteed issue right as a Medicare participant to actually revert back to Medicare Part A and B, the original Medicare, and get yourself a supplement plan. And there's certain plans that you can do that are guaranteed issue right plans. So I'm going to go over these, show you what they are, and that way you have a better understanding of all this. And by the way, if this is the first time we've met, my name is Bill Wilkins, certified financial and tax planner. Been doing this for well over 30 years. And if you want access to the top financial planning software in the country, either send us a text up here at 513-657-0989. You can email us at william.wilkins@lpl.com. We'll get you access to this, and we go over all these kind of things. We look at Medicare. We look at Social Security planning, retirement planning, investment planning, estate planning, asset protection, all that type of stuff that you can get with our software. All right, so if your plan has not been crosswalked, in other words, they're not moving into another Medicare Advantage plan in your area, you have the option 63 days from the time your plan ends its coverage, terminated coverage, to actually move into a new plan. Guaranteed issued right, which means you don't have to go through underwriting. Now, some people, like if they don't like their Medicare Advantage plan, like mid-year, say, hey, I don't like this. I want to go back to original Medicare Part A, B, and buy a supplement plan and a Part D drug plan. Well, you may have to go through underwriting to do that. So you have to answer questions about your health and all that. So you may not even qualify. So this is a great opportunity. If you've been on Medicare Advantage and you've been thinking about going back to original Medicare and looking at these plans. And a couple big points on this. So if you were age 65 prior to 2020, you have access to only certain guaranteed issue right plans. And the most popular one is Plan F. Pretty much covers everything. Deductibles, everything, all your co-insurance, 20% co-pays, all that. If you turn 65 after 2020, then your most popular plan that you would have access to is Plan G, that typically people will go into. So let me show you these in here real quick. There's a whole slew of these plans, but what you need to know when you look at these is all these different plans. Let me come up here on the board with you so I can and take a look at this. If you look up on here, you got plan A, B, C, D, F, which I talked about if you're before 2020, age 65. And then you get into plan G, K, L, M, and N. And N is a popular plan. It's one of the cheapest ones from a premium standpoint. This is Medicare supplement plan. Part A covers your hospital. Part B is all your medical doctor bills and all that kind of stuff. And then the supplement plan covers all the gaps in there. And if you go to Medicare.gov, send us a text or whatever, we can send you a link to this. But it goes over all these different plans in here. So bottom line is very urgent. Read your annual notice of change, guys. Check that out. Make sure you're not going to be left in the dark with open holes in your Medicare insurance plan, because that could really wreck your finances quickly. You got 63 days from the time your coverage ends, and it's starting really now to start looking here October 15th through December 7th to try and make a decision so your plan is effective January 1 if you need a new plan. And if you want to contact us, text us at 513-657-0989. Email us at william.wilkins@lpl.com. Take a screenshot of that. We've got individuals that can help you go through this. We can refer you to. And like I mentioned before, if you want complimentary financial consult and get access to the #1 financial planning software in the country, let us know. We can get you into that as well. We appreciate you watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day.